Today I'll be demonstrating a method called the cash envelope system. This is a method to help you stay within your budget, and it's a proven method because once the cash is gone, you don't spend anymore. So the way it works, the essence of it is you have to create a budget. So the first thing is create a budget and figure out what categories on the budget can be allocated towards the cash envelope system. So if you look here, this is an example of something you can do. I just created a notes on the app and just listed some categories like groceries, restaurants, dry cleaning, commissions. Commissions would be commissions paid to my children. I pay them commissions, not allowances, and that'll be a separate video describing that. Sitter, entertainment, lunch money, gas, and petty cash. So once your budget is done and complete and you realize you've allocated the funds on each category that you've committed to, you realize that these are categories that can be used towards cash purchases. Not all categories on your budget will be ideal for this method, so you just use the ones that you can. And these are the ones that we've decided, me and my wife decided, that we can do on a weekly basis and commit to paying cash. So the idea again is once these categories are spent, we stop spending, and it helps us keep to the budget and commit to what we've budgeted to, as opposed to just swiping away and going over the budget each month and not being accountable to the budget. So what you need is just an idea of what denominations you need. So this lists 150s, 20s down to singles, and then that way when you go to the bank or the ATM, some ATMs are you can take out the denominations you like. Some just do 20s, so you're gonna have to figure out what works for you, whether it's going to a teller, which I know most people don't like to do, or going to an ATM, or finding an ATM that will give you the exact denominations you need. This does require work, obviously, but if it works and it helps you keep to the budget, it's worth doing. It probably takes me maybe 15 minutes a week to do this, and I'm gonna demonstrate to you how it looks right now. So as you see here, we have our denominations of cash. I spread it out. You could use a cash envelope system like this. This is from DaveRamsey.com or FinancialPeace.com. This is one of his systems. This is my wife actually uses this. There's a black one available that's a little more manually. This is ideal for someone that has a purse or bag. I mean, obviously you can't put this in your pocket, but this is a pretty cool system. As you can see, you can allocate funds and write the date, what the payment went to, payment amount, deposit, when you made the deposit and the balance. So you can kind of keep track of it that way. To be quite honest, I don't itemize each transaction. I just stick to the envelope, and when the cash is done, I stop spending. If you don't want to buy one of these, you can just pretty much go to the old school way, or not the old school way, but the free way, which would be just a cash envelope that the bank offers. These are free. You can either go to the teller line and get a bunch of stack at a time, so if you're using the ATM, you have these laying around, or if you go to the teller to take out cash, you just ask for a couple of these. So you have the envelope system here, which if you Google, there's plenty of options. Slimmer than this. This actually has a zipper for cash and for coins. It has a pen holder, and you can put credit cards and your driver's license here as well. So the way this works is you're gonna have your cash here, and you're going to allocate funds to each envelope. So I'm gonna start with my first envelope, which is, I believe, groceries. Yes, groceries. So we have groceries here, and I've done this so often that I've memorized pretty much how much goes in each envelope. But obviously you have your cheat sheet, which is your phone, to help you remember how much goes into each envelope. So the first envelope is groceries. I know that we allocate $150 towards groceries every week, and I take my $150 I go to my groceries envelope, and right here, and I'm gonna stuff my groceries envelope with $150. Now, what's cool too, what's somewhat surprising, is that we have some extra cash from last week. So if you're under budget, you're gonna have some extra money to spend this week, or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna stuff that envelope with $150 and then go to the next one. So I'll go down this list and I'm gonna go through each one. I'm not gonna stuff each one on this video, but pretty much I'll go down this list and I'll go to each envelope, and we're gonna stuff these envelopes with cash. So once we're done, we're done. And as I mentioned, it takes me about 15 minutes a week to do this. Well worth my time, because it saves me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, because it helps us stick to our budget and we're not gonna overspend. So once the money's gone, the money's gone. There's no more spending here. So that's the cash envelope system. I hope you like it. I hope you implement it. And if you're having trouble sticking to your budget, I highly recommend you implementing this envelope system. Now, one thing is that I do recommend, if this is something difficult for you, overwhelming at first, do one envelope. So you don't have to do 6, 7, 10 envelopes like I do. Start with something like groceries or gas or restaurants, and just do one of these. Just get one of these from the bank and start with one envelope and see how that works. This method is not for everyone. It doesn't work for everyone. I've coached several families that they tried this, it doesn't work. Some love it, absolutely love it, and never go back to just the old school method ever. But if this doesn't work, one of the options you can do is go to everydollar.com, and you can actually enter your budget into there, and every time you swipe your debit card, it connects to your bank account, and that'll be another method to just kind of keep to your budget. If you're thinking, who holds this envelope, this huge wad of cash? And for me, my family, for me and my wife, she's the one that holds this envelope system. At first, she was a little, I guess, reluctant to have this, because she's got a couple $100 of cash in her purse, and she was a little nervous about it. But we've been doing this for I can't remember how long, but definitely at least a year or two, probably 2 years now, and this just works. This is a way of life that works for us. It works for us because it helps us stick to our budget. Now, what I do is, she holds this, so I'm responsible for stuffing the envelope, and I go to the bank every week, and I get the cash, and I stuff the envelope. So what I do is, I hold a couple of these, and my categories that I hold on to is gas, lunch money, and dry cleaning, because I'm the one that usually goes to the dry cleaners, not my wife. So I'll have 3 of these, and I'll hold on to this, and I'll stuff those envelopes and keep them on hand. I don't keep them in my pocket all day, but I keep them somewhere convenient where I know I can get them if I need them. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on this video. I'm glad to answer any questions you may have, and this is something that may take time to perfect, but again, it's well worth it if it can help you stick to your budget, and if it can help you save more, if it can help you just kind of be more disciplined to not overspending. Hope this video works for you, and hope it helps.